to discuss, especially with rules.
Hello everybody, we are back with this will be a short video, but this is going to be just a recap of some breaking news. It appears that there is a huge trade that kind of was finalized tonight that is sending Juan Soto to the Yankees, and it's a trade between the Yankees and the Padres. So it looks like the Yankees are acquiring outfielders Juan Soto and Trent Grisham from the Padres for right-handed pitchers Michael Kings, Drew Thorpe, Jhony Brito, Randy Vasquez, and catcher Kyle Higashioka. I'm probably butchering that, but anyways. So it's breaking news. Just came down the wire a little bit ago. And I just want to say, I think this is a great move for the Yankees. Obviously, they already have a star-studded powerhouse in New York. But obviously, they have cap space as well. And room, I guess, to add them. I don't really cover hockey that much, and I'm not really too knowledgeable as far as everything goes. I'm more of hockey, obviously. You guys know with the content I've put out in the past. But I just thought this was really an interesting move by New York to go and grab Soto, since obviously he's kind of moved from obviously being on the Washington Nationals and the way that kind of unfolded and fell apart, and both parties kind of decided to part ways, and with the whole plane thing as well back then, that whole fiasco. And then obviously with the Padres. But I just thought this was really interesting. I thought that the Yankees doing this move it's just an interesting move to just try and get another power hitter. I think what they're trying to do is pretty much complement, try and complement the other guys that they have on the team, as far as Rizzo and as far as I'm blanking on the other one's name. It's just incredible. It's like you're bringing in another star-studded player, and I think it's going to really help out their lineup, and it's going to really help out the outfield as well. And give them a much-needed bonus. So I think it'll work. But I saw a little bit that even it's ESPN that's saying this, and not the entire sports world that's kind of thinking about this. And I don't know if everybody else is kind of wondering the same thing, but ESPN was kind of stating that the Padres won this trade by giving up Soto and Trent Grisham for obviously a really a number of right-handed pitchers and a catcher that could really aid and add to their lineup already. So like I said, my knowledge of baseball and just the current dynamic and player roster is kind of I'm not as knowledgeable, let's say, as I am in hockey, so I don't know the whole current landscape of every breaking news that happened and everybody on the current roster, so forgive me for that. But I really thought that this was a really interesting move by going and grabbing Soto, because you're getting a power hitter. You're getting someone that's going to be able to that you can actually add right into your lineup, and where you should be able to see a significant difference as well. I think adding him in the lineup will obviously complement the lineup, but it'll also really help add another big hitter, like I said, and I think his skill set is going to help complement the team as well, and a few other things as well. So it's just a really interesting move. I thought it was just a really interesting move, and That's about it. There's not much, but obviously this news is probably the biggest that I saw that I kind of wanted to just comment. So it's not much else I wanted to say, but I just thought it was a pretty interesting move. The Yankees acquiring Juan Soto. I'm not really surprised that they acquired Soto, because I was kind of thinking, it's like, even though he's with the Padres, it's like, yeah, it's a good team. You know, they had a disappointing end last year, and they were obviously a favorite. But at the same time, it's just, you just think about it, and I'm like, okay, this is a smart move for the Yankees, because obviously, you know, they need someone else. They need another power hitter, and not like, you know, they're just the Yankees are known for. The Yankees are known for winning championships. The Yankees are known for being in the playoffs and having deep runs and deep championship runs as well, and battling for a pennant. And we've kind of seen that kind of gone silent for the past few years. So to bring in another power hitter like this to complement the lineup already, I think helps. You can see that they're trying to build around what they already have already. They're trying to add some more pieces to try and give them that really star-studded performance that you would see out of a Houston or a Philadelphia, or a what else? Or at like the LA Dodgers. So I just thought this was a really interesting move. So it's, again, I'm not really going to go into anything else, but I really think this is a huge blockbuster trade. And I think the Padres probably, I mean, we'll have to see. I know ESPN was saying that the Padres won the trade by getting all these different right-handed pitchers and the catcher. Obviously, I don't know everybody and how good, most of these guys, I don't really know how good they are. So Juan Soto is really the only guy that I really know of how good he is, since I've watched basically at least the playoff runs in the past, and I just know that when Washington had their run, you know, he was the face of that franchise. So I got to see him in action, and when he was just completely popping home runs left and right, he was just on a hot streak. So you would, you know, when you watch obviously the playoffs and the World Series and stuff, you get to know certain names, and you get to become familiar with the big stars, so that helps. But so Juan Soto was like the biggest name in this whole trade that I just thought, like, wow, this is a big move for the Yankees. This is their you can see they're starting to try and architect and build and create. They're trying to build a lineup that could compete with a Philly or could compete with a Houston. You know, against, like I said, Houston or Philly, against them to, or a Texas, to battle for a World Series, and obviously have the depth on the actual roster to actually compete with these guys night in and night out, you know, in a playoff series or in a World Series as well. So I just thought it was interesting. Like I said, it's about 8 minutes it's going on for this video, so I just thought it was really interesting. Like I said, there's not much else going on, and obviously everybody's kind of waiting on Ohtani as well. I know the Cubs were in talk, when kind of like they were rumored a little bit, but it's just, that's kind of gone quiet, and I don't think, I'm a Cubs fan, and from what I'm hearing from the Chicago sports world, is that the Cubs aren't really looking his way right now, and I don't really think Ohtani wants to come, or I'm sorry, Ohtani, I butchered that, doesn't even want to come to the Cubs, doesn't sound like. So, and obviously the Cubs aren't really looking his way right now, so that's about it. Sorry guys if I'm rambling on, it's late, but I just wanted to at least get this video up as quick as possible regarding this trade. So again, to just cap it off and conclude, the Yankees have acquired outfielder Juan Soto along with Trent Grisham from the Padres, and for their right-handed pitchers Michael King, Drew Thorpe, Jhony Brito, Randy Vasquez, and catcher Kyle Higashioka. So we will see what happens and who wins this trade, but I think it's a significant exchange of present and future players as well. So and I think it helps payroll as well for both, and we'll have to see. So again, thanks guys for tuning in. Again, this is Eric from the Clock Network, and we will be back with another video probably over the weekend. I may be dropping a surprise kind of video. It won't be sports, but it may be a surprise Fortnite Lego video, since that's going to be released tomorrow. So I may post that and send that. So don't be alarmed if there's a video that you get notified of that is not sports related. I just thought every now and then I throw in something random, some sort of random topic that's not sports to kind of help keep the channel interesting. So let me know thoughts on that with the like button, and if you're interested in that type of content covering that. But again, mainly I'll just stick to sports on this channel. But again, this is Eric from On the Clock Network. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. God bless. Peace.